Yes, guys, welcome back to Gospel News. Let's go straight to the reason why we are here. Today is the 17th day of April 2023. As you can see on the screen there, we have the governorship candidate of Labour Party, which is Mr. Peter Obi, right on our screen. We have a lot of others too. We also have Ugo Chinyere of Imo State on our screen too. He was complaining about election that just took place in Adamawa State. They say no be small fraud. Nice thing happen for that area. The way when this fraud they take over this country, I guess in fact, now be say Nigeria is irredeemable. You cannot redeem it because after what happened at the center, which is at the federal level, where P2B was rigged with a rigging machine, we be high neck. The things still they continue in other parts of the country. They say that returning officer, be collation officer, say do mago wuru no be small thing. INEC, with time on our wuru go end. Everything they ask. And then when we also move to Anambra closer, we now found this young man. He said the way UGM take the Anambra State, the kind of operation where they carry out, say it dey traumatic, say him and his wife. So I don't even, to be honest with you people, and let me be sincere here, I don't understand what is actually going on in the southeast. Who are these unknown gunmen now that is traumatizing and threatening innocent people? Who are these people? Who are they? And what actually do they want? We are going to hear the story of this young man with his family who went to do birthday. Yes, he said he was about doing his birthday. Look at his story here. He said Anambra Dubai-based man narrate traumatic experience with unknown gunmen on birthday. Who are these people? This unknown gunmen issue is bringing a bad name with this kind of attitude and story emanating from the grassroots. Is bringing a lot of condemnation to the struggle of Biafra, because each time people hear this unknown gunmen, they feel that these people are Biafrans or IPOB members or the Eastern Security Network men who are, on the street doing kidnapping and doing other illegal activities. But I guess that these people are different. They have a different mission. Kidnappers are what I call these people because the Eastern Security Network, which we know about and know their purposes, is not meant for kidnapping, killing, and destabilization of the rural areas or even the cities and towns of any of the southeastern zones. So these people who are carrying out these activities, this is not the way. You cannot be threatening innocent people. So how will this man now who based in Dubai feel free to come back to Anambra State, to spend money, to invest, to, take his family around and show the children that this is where I come from? So this is where the problem lies now. This is where the problem lies right now. Nobody is safe anymore. And this nonsense has to stop. It must be stopped. Awa anayekwa Fulani terrorist herdsmen, anayekwa ụmụ Igbo, ụmụ afọ bụ egbe na-enye ndị mmadụ nsogbu for no reason. Please, this nonsense has to stop with immediate alacrity before I change mind. It shock you. And as we proceed, we have Sowore, the presidential candidate of Action Congress, AAC. He said that P2B's silence on President-elect Tinubu's dual citizenship scam from Guinea is suspicious. You know what Omoyele Sowore is thinking? Is it what I'm thinking? He might be thinking that P2B also has the same citizenship of another country. Maybe in America, I know they criticize the thing, though, but at the same time, we're going to look at it in full details. Look at it. They said that court sent Lagos pastor to prison for enjoying 2 church members for free by force, because this rape of a thing, na force be that. It's not by choice. They see him. So let's go into details, and we're going to listen to Ikenga Ugochinyere. Ikenga Ugochinyere, how are you? I hope you are doing well. After the attacks that you received when you were contesting for a government position. Thank God you are alive. Thank God for your life today. So let's go straight with this story of UGM in Anambra State. Now, they said that a Dubai-based Anambra man, Sochi Infinity, has narrated how he almost lost his life and that of his family in the hands of unknown gunmen on Wednesday, April 12. In his story on Facebook page, Sochi said it was a traumatic experience he has never and will not like to pass through again in his life. So they went further and said, what's going on, Mr. Man? What are you talking about? He said the traumatic experience I and my family had with the unknown gunmen yesterday, being my birthday, was a sad one, but yet victorious. I woke up feeling so different yesterday, even though it was my birthday. I rushed to church and prayed for life and supernatural protection. I was on my way with my family, driving back to base from Imo State, just to celebrate my birthday in a grand style. I saw a car following me and bike men struggling to overtake me. But of course, it didn't occur to me to take caution, so I got over it. So I got to a very terrible bad road along Ihiala axis, Anambra State, and I applied the brakes. Then immediately one bike overtakes me and came down with AK-47 pointing at me to come down or he shoot and render me lifeless. That's the story of this man whom you are seeing there with his family. The other people surrounded the car while I came out with my hands up. The one pointing gun at me entered the driver's seat, so to drive off, but saw my family and the pretty face of my wife shouting, Jesus. The ones behind me opened the back door and saw my family too, but of course, there will always be a Judas shouting, everybody come down, carry the car and the man. In my mind, carry who? On my birthday, one of the guys fair in complexion saw my family all packed inside and called for his gangs to allow him to go. He said that there was massive argument amongst them, but he signaled me to move. I entered my car and zoomed off. God gave me a second chance to live and appreciate what he did. Your prayers yesterday kept me alive. This is my testimony. So, if this young man now was not having the wife and the children inside that car, so this is how they would have kidnapped him. And maybe, I don't know whether they are going to kill him or request for ransom. So, I don't understand the essence of this kind of attitude. Omuibo, this is not what we are known for. This is not what maybe this agitation is known for, because some of these people we are talking about here might be people who were once in this struggle, but they fell out and they are now using these guns to do nonsense operation. This is unacceptable and irresponsible. It cannot be accepted, because the person you are even harassing is somebody who has been struggling to make it on a one career. I beg, if you know, say this video get to you and you are part of these gang people disturbing the peace of the general public, you have to stop it. If you have grievances, go to the government house. They have the best of cars. Not be the one when one young man go, they hustle, they struggle. You can't manage by him, go come they disturb him. That nonsense has to end. Go to Abuja there. If you know, say your liver carrier, go Abuja. We dey find people wey go DSS office for Abuja. Go carry them, they cannot come out. Go there if you know, say your liver it don't too heavy. Go there, go carry and come out. No be say you go dey disturb a young man wey dey hustle. He don't manage, make family, do this thing. You go come carry, come say bring 10 million. Where you want see? I beg go. And politicians are looting billions of dollars. Go and look for politicians and tell them to give you money. Now then who our money? Road, they no build. Factories, they no build. Maybe una for the work there. So Muna go meet them and stop disturbing young men who are struggling just like you. This is unacceptable and I condemn it in totality. This is not what we are known for. We are not known for robbery and stupidity. Work, go and work. The man, they use him brain, they hustle. Get family, they push. Una won't come use on our own. So my brother, sorry. Sorry, thank God, say, may God not allow them. So let's move. Hey, may we continue as we proceed. May we play on waiting the happen for Adamawa State. They say no be smart and 9 they read for that place, so Muna watch.
I have heard about the idea of an INEC rec declaring somebody winner of a governorship election. So the electoral madness has gotten to a point that an INEC rec can embark on committing an act of treason. The Constitution is very clear that if anybody takes or attempts to take control of any arm of the government of the republic, that's an act of treason. You want to install a governor by your own design when the electoral act is clear that it's only the return officer that can make return. This is treason. But what is paining me is that police officers is part of this treason. Now, people were talking about condemning those who were asking for interim national government. These ones are already committing treason, and security agencies will follow criminals into the collection center and declare somebody winner, thereby toppling government. And that man that made that declaration is not in chain, including the commissioner of police and those security officers that followed that madman to go into that collection center. What kind of nonsense is that? Do you people want to burn down this democracy? Do you want the democracy to end? And people are keeping quiet? Whosoever that get that, the same thing that is happening in Imo, where the CP would deploy armored personal carriers with militia people and security agencies, and they'll be shooting at innocent citizens, stealing ballot boxes and changing result figures. And that CP is still there. The IG left him, and that's why the ones in Adamawa is learning, because the police headquarters have refused to discipline these mad people in uniform. That is why this is happening. People will wake up in the morning and use security forces to go and commit electoral iniquities, and the security agency leadership will allow them. And tomorrow we'll be hunting innocent people who want to freely express themselves. And that's why they'll have the audacity today. They will find murder charge against people like us, rape charges, terrorism charges, because they think that this country is a failed country where anybody can commit.
Of course, it's a failed state,
please,
my brother.
Please, before we burn down this thing called democracy that seems not to be working, let us call these madmen to order. Not just in Adamawa, there are also plenty of them in Imo State. And what they are doing is an act of treason, is an abuse of the constitutional and the electoral process. Just like people want this afternoon to announce fake.
Honor, they hear my brother here. Ikenga, you don't try. Bele. He already said it. If you look at his statement, you understand that these people knows that Nigeria has failed. But there is nothing they can do. If you shake body too much, even though he's in the system of Nigeria, they still want poof and throw away. So if you even shift body, come on, pata, I've learned a lot from what I've seen this far. That if you even push too far, they will throw away and push and throw away. Tell and say, now they do this thing. See, take for example, what's happening to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, despite court order. Now I make these people, you see them, they still it's not that he's happy being in that kind of system where they are hunting him. No. But what will he do? Oh, God. Some of us know they understand. The only people will get power to agitate, for this Biafra issue, if you die abroad, take a look now. Show me how many people will there for Nigeria where they agitate for Biafra. Everybody go keep quiet. Even though they support, they can only take actions, but they can't speak. So that's it. So since he wants to remain in Nigeria, he's following the political class, because somebody must be there until the Biafra will be declared or achieved. So that's it. So let's look at Omoyele Sowore, who said that Peter Obi's silence is very, very suspicious. Now, they say that the presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, Omoyele Sowore, has said that the Labour Party LP presidential candidate Peter Obi's refusal to comment on the controversy over the president-elect Bola Tinubu of the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC, is suspicious. The controversy surrounding the former Lagos State governor seems to be increasing, especially since he was announced the winner of the February 25th, 2023 presidential election by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, as many Nigerians and the international community have faulted the outcome of the election. While Obi and the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party are challenging Tinubu's victory in court, another controversy hit the president-elect after it was revealed that he had dual citizenship from Guinea-Conakry, whereas he submitted to INEC that he did not have dual citizenship. The revelation of Tinubu's Guinea citizenship has since sparked a new phase of controversy and ignited more negative criticism against the president-elect, who is nowhere to be found. We are still looking for Tinubu. Anybody who has a useful information about his whereabouts should contact the forming committee to quickly do something about it. We are still looking for Tinubu as I speak to you now. He's missing. Now, before we drop the mic, they say that court don't send one pastor to prison for Lagos State. Say he forced 2 members of his church, made them lie down. So it lie on top them. Can't do nothing. This thing no good. You see all these fake churches and pastors. We be say anybody we hunger wire, you go knock bacha, bang, 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 bang. You go enter inside, you go pull microphone, you go get the last card. Even if na loan from bank, you go use and buy mic. Go find one a native doctor. Go sarog 10 naira. Can't use and they do fake miracle. They do boom, boom, reka boso tolo. Rogoredo regabodo, rokosoto korubodo korododo, olodo rokosoto roborogo. Once they speak like that, our people go rush. Bidi 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 bidi, kitty kata kata, kitty kata kata. Una go run food that place. Say na God. Loriro, they are not serving God. These are end-time criminals. These are criminals who are robbing people in the name of God. So flee from them. Not be everywhere. No kakutu una baju. No miracle na abaraju. May we see what even happen. One Daniel Oluwa Feyi Rokbo, a clergyman, has been remanded for allegedly raping 2 of his church members' names withheld. Justin Ramon Oshodi of Ikeja Sexual Offences and Domestic Violence Court gave the order to remand the clergyman. Which one be clergyman? The Yeye man on Monday. According to News Agency of Nigeria, which is NAN, the founder of Irene Christian Ministry, Ona the hear name, wow, will be remanded in Kirikiri Correctional Center pending the fulfillment of his bail conditions. Oshodi admitted the defendant to 20 million naira bail with 2 sureties in like sum. He said one of the sureties must be the owner of a built-up property in Lagos State, and the property must be enough to cover the bail sum. The original document of the landed property must be submitted to the Chief Registrar of Lagos State. The sureties must reside within the court's jurisdiction and must have 3 years tax payment to Lagos State, he said. The judge also ordered the defendant to deposit his international passport with the Chief Registrar of the court and ordered accelerated hearing of the case, who should adjourn the case until May 9th for trial. Earlier, the defense counsel, Mr. Olakunle Oyewole, while moving his bail application dated 10 April, urged the court to grant bail to the defendant on liberal terms. Oyewole argued that the defendant had been on police administrative bail since May 28, 2022 and had made himself available to the police. The offense for which he is charged with a bailable offense and has credible sureties that can stand for him, he said. The state-led prosecution counsel, Mr. Babajide Boye, in his counter affidavit dated April 14, urged the court to refuse the bail application of the defendant, however, left at the discretion of the court. Boye, however, argued that the offense was a serious one and the likelihood of conviction might put the defendant at flight risk. There is also a possibility of the defendant interfering with the prosecution witnesses. He is a bishop of so many branches, and if granted bail, he may use his position to influence the prosecution witnesses, as he is regarded as a man of authority who has the possibility of committing the same crime. We urge the court to deny the defendant bail because he has failed to provide the court exceptional circumstances to grant him bail, the prosecutor submitted. Una they see all these pastors who na they call daddy. Na daddy na I don't take na those two sisters. Tomorrow na go come say, oh, come marry una. When una don't daddy one agberu finish. We people have to be wise. Our people in Nigeria, una own done too much. Anybody, anywhere, una just say, God, Jesus, una baraga etinye si there, things say na true. Loriro, they are sheep in wolf skin. Bikono, abeg, share this video, thumbs up, and also subscribe to this channel. I'll be seeing you guys on the next update. Thank you and remain blessed. God bless you.